Yes, we can just go ahead and use the oven. Okay, that's no problem. Okay, so the introduction to my PowerPoint is a little different here than what it is on my my current PowerPoint now. And then, pretty much I try to be a little humorous here about this is my attack on Shinju, because I feel like this year is going to be a great year for me, okay, in Shinju. And I will go back to the United States in July. This will be my last stint in Taiwan as of right now. I will go back and I will pursue my master's degree. Okay, so I'm definitely going back and I'm ready. This year has been such a challenge. There's been a great reporting challenge. I feel growth as an educator, and I wanted that. That's why I went from elementary to junior high school. Because when you're teaching little ones, it's easy to just get wrapped up in the games, the simple games, where you're not really teaching grammar patterns or really looking for, language acquisition. But this year has been wonderful, okay? And moving on here, okay? So I work for two high schools. One is called Jawan, another one is called Leoja, okay? And at my schools, my responsibilities are submitting or going to monthly co-teacher meetings at various locations. Like literally, like these co-teacher meetings are like anywhere in Shinju County. And it is such a challenge to get to them, okay? But we go to these different meetings. And another one, we have Happy Teacher Workshops, and where we design curriculum. And right now we're assigned to write a book, which I am writing this book along with Tracy. Okay, and there's one more teacher, but he's not here. And I'm sure Neff here is writing a book. Okay, and we started this new thing called peer learning communities. And what that is you go into some school and you observe the teachers teach in your grade level. So Tracy or another junior high school teacher will come in and view a lesson plan that we talked about, and they will view my delivery and my teaching style, and they will give me their feedback on about how they perceive my lesson or anything that I can improve or make better or whatnot. And that is something that we're doing this year. So as you can see in Shinju, it's a very collective teaching community, and I think it's wonderful. Me personally, I really like it because you can grow and get ideas from each other, and you can learn new things. And I think that's what teaching is all about. Not just teaching students, but learning yourself. Okay? And in total, I have 11 co-teachers, but I think you only see 5 of them here. Okay? I have 11 co-teachers. That's a lot. Okay? And these are the 5 at Leoja. Okay? And the co-teachers at Leoja, they are really wonderful. We really jive really well. They're very supportive. And I found that the best co-teaching model that works for us is one teach, one supports. Okay, if you know anything about that, like one person is giving the instruction, okay, maybe in the front of the classroom, and then the co-teachers is in the back, and they're helping make sure that the students are getting it. Okay. And then the same thing would happen if you were to go to a different area of the room. If I go on this side of the room and I'm teaching you students, my co-teachers over there, just reinforcing what I'm talking about. And that really works well for us. Okay? And 804, I put this picture here for a reason. This is such an amazing class, and they have such a high level of enthusiasm and wanting to learn English. It is incredible. I have never had a class that was so engaged as this one. And that's why I put them there. I kind of feel like they are my friends and children at the same time. I can sit back, I can joke with them, I can tell them stories about my personal life, and they laugh at me. They always want to take pictures with me. And it's just a great experience. I took this picture because we were walking down to this sports center in Leoja, and they had to go for a fitness test. And I was like, I did not want to go, but they begged me to come with them, and because they wanted just to walk and talk with me to get to know more of me as a person. And for me, that has been like the priceless experience as a teacher in Shinju this year. When they want to just connect with you on a personal level, not just educator and student, but, you know, I guess people, you know, they want to know me as a person. Okay? And these pictures here, this is from 802, okay? And I put them there because in the beginning they were difficult. They were very difficult. They were like bulls. They were stubborn. They did not want to speak anything in English. But they, slowly but surely, they have turned around. And so I think, you know, they deserve to have their picture there. And I have to mention them. Okay? Moving on. Somewhere here, I want to show you some activities that we do in the classroom. I'm getting laser. What's this? Wait a minute. I don't want to. There we go. Okay, some activities that we do. For me, I found that the most effective and the most engaging have been cultural activities. Something outside of the book. You know, that's boring, you know. So I try to bring in, or I try to do things that are not in the book. So at my schools, both of them, my students, they made stockings. And it was an awesome experience, you know. And I got to show them stories about how Santa Claus supposedly goes down your chimney and he puts presents under your tree, and then somebody puts, you know, whatever in your stockings. And they thought it was amazing. Like, you know, for Christmas, how did they get this story of this big fat guy who goes down a chimney and he puts, you know, whatever under the tree? So that was, for me, that was a way to I guess, go beyond the book, you know. And they really enjoyed it. So we made stockings. And we did this at both of our schools. And their level of creativity is unparalleled. You know, I mean, because come on, I mean, if I was a child making stockings, I would not, you know, I would never have thought to put a snowman or a tree on it, or bells, or even a Santa, or anything on the stocking. I would have just put my name and some glitter in it. Called it good. But their creativity is amazing. Okay? And these are some more beautiful ones. And I tried to bring in the element of Christmas into my school. So we hung these on the rails outside the windows. And while they were taking some kind of test, me and my other co-teacher, we kind of snuck around and we put candies and toys in their stockings. And then when they came back, they were like just so happy and just tickled pink. They loved it, man. It's like they kind of got that true essence of Christmas, not just, you know, whatever they see on TV. It was great. They liked it. Okay. Halloween. You know, we go back here. You know, Halloween. Okay. We you know, did a lot of things for Halloween. And originally I wanted to just take them trick-or-treating and, you know, have them get some candy. But because my co-teachers are so awesome, we were able to make it into like this whole big lesson where they would create masks, and then they would walk down to the office, and then they would sing a little Halloween chant, and then we would give them candy. So it was great. And yeah, and again, they're creative. The creativity on this level is amazing. You know, it's kind of hard to get that from the little ones in the elementary school. They like pull their teeth, you know, to get that. Okay? And then these are some students, they dressed up and they went to the office and we took pictures. And you see the woman here like this. That's my co-teacher, Renee. And she is a great, great co-teacher. She has like this great, warm, friendly personality, and we jive really well together. And it's such a pity she couldn't be here today. But she is a spirit. Okay. Oh, and continuing on with Halloween. You know, we decided to paint pumpkins and we decided to paint pumpkins in these top pictures here for 7th graders at my second school, because, you know, there's like no way we can just buy a big pumpkin for every class. It'd be too much money. So instead, we got a whole bunch of little pumpkins, and we put the students in the groups, and we had the different groups paint their own pumpkin. And again, that gave them that ability to be creative, and they really enjoyed it. Okay. And if you look at the bottom here, I did carve one pumpkin for each of my 8th grade classes, and they really enjoyed it. They thought it was so difficult and tough to cut the pumpkin meat, but it worked well. Okay. And then more artwork. Okay. They love drawing, you know, and again, look at some of these things that they draw. It's like, wow, you know, you guys should be professional when you grow up or something here. Like, these are great drawings. That's like truly spooky, you know. Okay, spooky. Okay. And another thing that has been like so wonderful is we cook. We cook a lot. We cook hamburgers, we cook popcorn, we cook hot chocolate, we cook all kinds of stuff. Okay? And maybe sometime soon, maybe we'll cook s'mores. But if you look here, all you see is just us cooking hot popcorn in the classroom. Or popcorn in the classroom and hot chocolate. Okay? And I really enjoyed that. And this is another picture of the 8th grade class I was telling you about, who were so stubborn in the beginning. But because they have changed so much, it's like they have like accepted me and kind of joined my side, you know. So I had to treat them and cook hot popcorn and popcorn, okay. And they really enjoyed it, okay. And then this is for my 9th graders at my second school. We cooked hamburgers. You know, because they were getting bored with the regular question and answers, the role play, the stories, the dialogues. So I kind of, I brought something that was outside of the book, and I was cooking hamburgers. So they enjoyed that. Okay. Oh, and this is a picture from my teaching demonstration. In our classroom, we do a lot of collaborative learning. And for this, we have the students kind of role play as travelers traveling around the world, and we split the students up into different groups. I think it was either 4 or 5 students per group, and of those 4 or 5 students, 2 students had to stay at their table, and the other 2 had to circulate around the room, and they had to go and interview people at a different table because each table was supposed to be in a different country. So they would circulate around the room and they would ask different questions as if they were meeting people for the first time. And they really enjoyed that, and I did this for my teaching demonstration, and that's why I put that in there. Okay, it was great. And then again, you see me here, and I got this picture from like one of the people who came and observed me teach. But while I am here with this group and this, looking at what they're doing, my co-teacher, she's assisting another table. Okay, and some activities that I do that have been useful is, having create comic books. It's fun, it's creative, and it's illustrative. And for me, I found it's a great way to get them to really see the past tense. And I know a lot of Taiwanese kids, they struggle with verb tenses. But I think if they can see it and make that mind connection with it, then they have a better time, okay? Family tree. We drew our family tree, okay? Show kinship. Reconstruct the story, okay? And I think that's it, okay? So, now let's go into a question and answer, okay? So, I have a lot of things here, and maybe I've said a lot of things. Does anybody have a question for me before we go? Yes, sir?
I was just thinking about your cooking class, because I did that for a summer camp, but I haven't done it for school yet. It requires some preparation, it requires some cleaning up, it requires all those things. How many classes do you teach per week, and how many would be your cooking class for the class?
Good question. Per week I teach 20 classes, but I only did the cooking classes that's 20 classes spread out over 2 schools. Okay, so one school is 10, and that school is 10. So I only did the cooking class at one school per week. And so one week I was able to do all 10 periods of cooking class. And we had a question about cleaning up. Me, I had no problem at all. My co-teacher, she was able to assign duties, and she had the students clean up. Yeah.
How about the school provides all the cooking materials,
The ingredients, they pay for the ingredients, but I went and found them myself. Okay, because I love cooking. So when I make something, I want to make sure that I have exactly what I need to make it. So I went and got it myself. Jason.
For your Peer Learning program, are you visiting other FETs and Taiwanese, or also just or Taiwanese English teachers alone, or?
We're doing the whole package. We're doing FETs and Chinese teachers, and we're looking at how they collaborate in the classroom.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Because I know there's this like, oh, he's in my classroom or she's in my classroom thing we got to get over. It's just because we're all on the same, we're all on the same objective, and it's good you close that gap. It's good.
Yeah, this is good. I think Shinju has a really great teaching program. This is my 3rd year in Taiwan. I think I started already. My first year was, I want to say, my roughest year in terms of co-teaching. We just did not click well, and there was just a lot of things that went bad. But this year has been great. We have open communication, we're open-minded, and we really are flexible to help one another. Last year was a good year as well, but it's kind of like I did my own thing, and when I needed support, it wasn't there.
We didn't co-teach.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, right. We didn't co-teach. We just shared the classroom. If I needed help, I had to say, "Hey, could you translate, please? Could you help me?" Like they don't get it, But this year has been wonderful so far. I think Shinju's really got it together. Yeah. Any other questions? I wanted to show you guys a video. Okay.
If you're on Facebook, right?
On Facebook? Okay. Right here. Okay. And I want to show you this because this is how I kind of like brought the students into my personal life. And I had them sing a song for my son for his birthday. Yeah. Now let's see if the internet will work for us. My son is 10.
Happy birthday. Did they ever meet your son?
No, good question. No, but they wrote cards, happy birthday cards, and this, I guess, personal cards for my son, and my son wrote that. So, yeah, so it's great. So that's a language exchange for us. So it's been a good experience so far. Okay. So I think my time has expired, everybody. Oh, question.
No, actually, I'm just going to suggest something. If your son is connected with one of them, encourage him even when you get back. I had a pen pal for 8 years, and it was fantastic. That was in another country. So just when you get home, tell him to keep it up.
Keep it up, yeah.
He might never know where it's going to go.
Right. Great suggestion. So everybody, my time has expired. I hope you enjoyed my presentation in spite of the many flaws, but thanks so much.